Hi guys, in this video I will give you the overview of H2O AutoML. So H2O is a library and it is based on Java Virtual Machine, and it is a very good library. So first I am removing some unnecessary column from training dataset and test dataset. So I am removing pickup date time, pickup longitude, this type of column from training dataset also and test dataset also. So I run it. Then what I am doing, I am just converting like a column like so all, you have to convert like all the column which have a character type, and you any column which you think it should be the factor, you should convert into factor. Like in this data set, as you can see that there is a vendor id. So vendor id is a numeric data type here, and so you have to convert into factor. So for converting into factor, what you have to use as dot factor function. So similarly, I convert the passenger count and this type of variable, and for training dataset and test dataset. So I run it. Then what I do, I create a dependent variable. So dependent variable here is trip duration, and the remaining part is the independent variable. So I save the dependent variable in y variable and rest of the independent variable in the x variable. So I run it. So this is why your trip duration is a dependent variable and x is a all the independent variable. Now I am using the H2O library. So for activating the library, you have to use the library function H2O and put here, like I have a 4 GB RAM, so I put here, so by default it occupy 25% of the RAM. Like I have a 4 GB RAM, 25% is 1, so it occupy memory for computation work for 1 GB. So you can give the custom memory to the H2O, like I am giving here 2 GB RAM for all the computation work. So I run it. Then you have to convert training and test dataset is a tibble. So tibble is a extension of data frame, and data frame is a data structure of R. And to use the H2O library, you have to convert the data frame into a H2O frame. For converting into H2O frame, you have to use as.h2o function. So I run it. For H2O, use this function h2o.automl and put here independent variable and dependent variable, and here is a in training frame, put here H2O training frame, and this is the maximum runtime. By default is a 36 second. It means that 1 hour, and I put here 180 second. That means that my model run for a 3 minute. For better accuracy, you can use larger second, like by default you can use 1 hour or 1200 second for better result. I am just showing you in this video how you can use this library. So I put here 180 for save the time, so that my model run quickly. My model is run, and so I am making this variable lb. So if you type here console, in the console lb, you got you use H2O model show you what algorithm uh, uh, perform very well. So stacked assemble all models H2O model. This is the algorithm perform best in, it's like 88% accuracy. Then after that, what you have to do, I am making dependent y predict variable, and I am using here the h2o.predict function, and I put here AML. AML means this is the as my model AML is, and I just here putting my testing data set. So I don't need any first column. First column is unnecessary ID. So I exclude the first column, then I run it. Then after that, what I am saving the file for the submission into the Kaggle. This is my submission file. So I open this file now. So this I am opening in the Excel. So I need ID, the test ID, and I need so I need a dependent variable trip duration. Maybe I wrote something wrong in the script. That's why this is the reason. You can manually edit this without going back into the RStudio and rerun all the scripts. So it is time consuming. So it is better to re-edit here to save time. Now submit this file in the Kaggle. Click this late submission.